what is your estimation, Dmitry, when you take a look at the makeup of this jury? We're talking about 9 men and 3 women. When it comes to forensic evidence and the interpretation of it, in general, I think it's fair to say that men in general have more experiences with guns than women do in general, if you're just talking about your average person. And so all of this testimony about what a gun would or would not do, what do you think, is there any connection in terms of how you think this jury might look at it differently given the fact that there's so many men?
Well, I think that certainly the makeup of a jury is very important to what the ultimate verdict is and how the jury deliberates, because even if you have, say, fewer men and more women, at the end it's going to be one body of people deliberating and coming to a verdict or being unable to reach a verdict.
But I guess you only need one person who believes that there is reasonable doubt. It only takes one person as opposed to having to have a majority convict.
Right, that's true. So arguably with more men on the jury, there may be a greater, they may be more open-minded to this type of gun evidence and being familiar with what guns are and how they work. Of course, in this case, Ms. Clarkson, the evidence has just come out that she was familiar with guns, and so it becomes interesting to see how that would play into the jury's analysis, that here you do have somebody who's familiar with guns, and how's the jury going to view that evidence in terms of the totality of the circumstances and whether or not she'd be somebody more likely to hold a gun and pull the trigger herself.